I call the MAM one. Yeah, let me see. No, I call the MAM ID. Okay.
Yeah.第三个我们放学过后都没有了吧？有人了。OK，可以。I'll send the feedback from your friend to you. 对。他们听在有给他讲的。应该那也可以是一讲，全部那也可以。最好把他们答案写在你的那个方面。Yeah, so if people ask you questions, right, make sure you answer in the channel. Okay, fine. 10到15分钟。应该不可能结束了。应该不可能结束吧？总共讲多少 ？Continue on Friday. 开始。Alright. So my name is Dong Sui and my student ID is LM2604001. And today, 今天第三个 lecture。哦，你是用我的号码 ？OK， 我就跟着了。OK。First, yeah, just like Jimbo has discussed. So now we look at the category of our groups, and we denote the category of groups as GRP. Okay, so literally the objects here are our groups, and for a group, we know it consists of two data. There is a set G and a multiplicative map between the group element. Okay, so basically it's like the G cross G here is like, for example, you take G1, G2 from a set G, and then you do the binary operation that equip in set G, and then we produce another group element in the group in the set G. Okay, so you need to satisfy some property that has been discussed by Jimbo. Okay, then for any two groups, G and H, we can form a homomorphism between them. Okay, we call it phi. Okay, so now can define a map that T cross phi is just simply take the G cross G sent to G cross G H cross H, and then for we just look at the tuple, the two of the tuple. Okay, and then we have two elements in the output, meaning if I input A, B from G cross G, where A and B are from G, then the product at it produces the phi A and phi B. Just simply take it component wise. Okay, then we have this diagram. Okay, so the group homomorphism is like you take the binary operation in G and you the multiplication between A and B, and then you produce Vn times Vb. So note that the total these two dots are the same, but they are different. Just that this operation is in group G and this is from H. So yeah. So now for two groups G and H, we can define the home space between G and H. So just like just now, so our home space here is just to define to be the set of group homomorphism between G and H. Okay. Now we can check that this group, the category of group GRP is indeed a category. And suppose now we have three groups, okay, GHK. Okay, so we have two maps, P goes from G to H and C goes from H to K are two group homomorphisms. What we can check that actually the composition is also a group homomorphism. Okay, so for any A, B from G, okay, we now have this composition. Okay, then we know that P itself is a homomorphism, so we can break down it into Vs times Vb. Okay, and furthermore, we know also that C is also a group homomorphism. Okay, so we further break down, and we found that the composition is indeed a group homomorphism. Okay, so now recall that the definition of a group G includes the existence of an identity and inverse. So I follow the book from the Algebra book. So how you define a function is inverse is like you send a map from G to G and send G to G inverse. Okay, and then we have one proposition that preserves this existence of identity and inverses after you do the group homomorphism. Okay, so I think Jimbo skipped the proof, right? Okay, so we can prove it now. Okay, so for the first, we have two statements. The first statement, it says that when you send the identity of group G into the function phi, then it produces the identity in H. So how to prove this? So we know that EH times EH equal to EH because it's identity. So identity times itself is also itself. Okay. So now we consider EH times the phi EG. So we know that EG is identity here. So we produce phi EG. Okay. So we also know that EG equal to EG times EG. Okay, so we break down to two EG. And then we know phi is a group homomorphism. Okay, so now we have phi EG dot phi EG. And we are done. And how? So we just simply use the cancellation law by how we do inverses in group. Okay, so we tell what? From the statement. From here, how we go. From here, we just simply take the inverse of this. And then we can either take left or right to get. You take the right one. Okay. Similarly, for the second statement, we will be using the same similar technique. So consider, okay, so what is the statement? So statement says for G, we have this equation. Okay, so phi G inverse equal to phi G, and then you take the whole thing inverse. Okay. So consider this first phi G inverse dot with phi G. And then since it's group homomorphism, we can put it inside. And this, and then we know this group property, we know this is equal to identity of G. And then by the first statement, we produce EH. Okay, so EH is equal to VG inverse times VG. Because VG is these two live in H. Okay, so similarly, we are done how, so simply get the inverse of VG on both sides, and then we can cancel off directly the standard second statement. Okay. This, I think, simple also already quick. So simply the statement stated the trivial groups are both initial and final in this category. So the proof is, I think it's exactly the same as presented by Jimbo. Yeah, this one also presented by Jimbo, but so basically G cross hash is a product in this category or group. Okay, meaning this is another type of object we can find in group, in category of group. Okay, so basically we define the operation component wise. So if we have these two doubles, G1, H1, G2, H2, and how we actually tell the operation is like you times G1 times G2 and H1 times H2. And the operation G1, G2 here is with respect to the operation, binary operation in G, and H1, H2 is with respect to the operation in H. Okay. So identity here, just simply choose EG from G, EH from H, and the inverse is just the same. Okay. So we call this group the direct product of group G and H. And now we can look at this diagram. We actually want to check this the VG cross VH AB is a group homomorphism. So this is actually, I think, is the universal property of product groups. Okay, so we want to check that VG after you cross to VG and VH is also a group homomorphism. So now given for all AB A, we multiply them together AB, then substitute in the VG cross VH. And just like how we define it component wise, we have VGAB, the first term is VGAB, and the second term is VHAB. And using the property that VG is homomorphism and VH is also a homomorphism, so we can break down into two. Okay, so now we have VGA times VGB and VHA times VHB. Then we can actually break down them into VGA and VHA. And another one is VGB, VHB. And they are indeed, we can group homomorphism. That's because this one represented this one represented this by the definition of how we define VG cross VH. Okay, so it is indeed a group homomorphism. So meaning after we do product on two groups, we can produce a group homomorphism that's defined as VG cross VH, and is indeed a group homomorphism that we already checked. Okay. Yeah, I think the uniqueness is due to the fact that when we look at, I'm not sure about this, but I understand it as, you know, we look at it as a set. We already have a, okay, yeah, we have when we look at it as a set where we have VG, there's a unique VG times VH. If you look at a set.
I think it's just because the thing commutes.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, 我们的存在啦，then the IG or the VOG is fixed.
That the commutativity, you mean the commutativity of the title?
Yes, definitely. But then, yeah, I think you need to check it. The uniqueness. Okay. I guess we have to end first for today. So maybe next time you come with the uniqueness proof, and then give me back your. Oh, do you want to keep the other one first? Maybe you keep the other one first. Just give me the T4 first. And okay, so we'll come back on Friday again. We'll continue on the talk and then continue with the next speaker. Hiểu không? Comment? Phiếu này, phiếu. Thì要有那个 content 的。phiếu呢？自由考虑。
因为我是第四个，所以我是会被 postpone 到下个 week 3 啦。
Could be. Could be. But
或者
prepare first. Prepare first. Prepare it. Yeah, prepare it. Yeah. 不然你知道可能另外一个 speaker 很快就 Yeah, prepare 啦 prepare. Just prepare.